This is the British Emergency Broadcasting Service. The world as we know it has ended. Communications have been severely disrupted, and the number of casualties and the extent of the damage are not yet known. We'll be honest, we're basically making this up as we go along. We shall bring you further information as soon as possible. Meanwhile, stay tuned to this wavelength, stay calm, and stay in your own house. Remember, there is nothing to be gained by trying to get away. By leaving your home, you could be exposing yourself to greater danger. If you leave, you may find yourself without food, without water, without accommodation, and without protection. The safest place is indoors. We shall be on the air every hour on the hour. Stay tuned to this wavelength. That is the end of this broadcast. And now, this twat.
Coming to you live with a cuppa and a biscuit. It's Tea Time with Matt.
So as you just heard, the world as we know it has ended. Thank you for joining me. This is a very somber, I think is the right word, Tea Time with Matt, because the apocalypse has in fact happened. We don't know any details yet as to how or why the apocalypse has happened, but it has. Those of you joining me, we are the last survivors of mankind, so I'm glad you're all alive to listen to the show tonight. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared, but I'm also curious. So I think it's time for a tea time weather update, like never before. So if you're ready, let's do it. I'm going! Okay? Right. So, I'm making my way over to the window. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Oh god, it's horrible! It's, oh god! Oh no. No, not going and looking back there. That was not pleasant. Oh gosh, I can't even describe the mayhem that's going on out there. There's looting, there's rioting, it's horrific. And just like that, it's all gone, because I've got a selective memory, and I won't remember any of that now. If you want to let us know what the apocalypse is doing in your area, get in touch in the chat room. As the guy said at the top of the hour, at 8 o'clock, we're going to be bringing you information every hour. And the information for this hour is going to be Tea Time with Matt's common sense advice on sticking out the end of the world. So, before we do that, though, we need a cheesy sound bed. Oh, there's one. Okay, so, Matt's common sense advice for how to survive the end of the world. Number 1, never go through a tunnel. It does seem like a quick and easy way out, but dark and scary passageways usually house bad things that you don't want to bother with in the middle of fleeing for your life, such as zombies, giant spiders, mutated Stilton monsters. Tunnels equal death, okay? Just don't take the risk. Number 2, do not join a theme gang. With the world ending, there will be many sad idiots who will try to recreate a Mad Max-style road warrior gang. Resist the urge to join anything theme-orientated. Medieval-style costumes and pillage and torture might sound like fun to start with, but let's be honest here. It's going to get really dull when you run out of people to torment. And then they'll probably turn on you. Seriously, just don't do it. Number 3, do not go back for loved ones. If the world is ending, you may feel the need to find loved ones that are in high-rise blocks of flats or living in an obscure part of the countryside. This is a bad idea. Let go of your emotions and assume that everyone else in the world is dead or trying to steal your food supplies. Besides, what have they ever done for you? You know, when the world hadn't ended? Okay, well yes, some of them may have done things, but what have they done for you lately? Huh? They're certainly not there for you when it's all turned to hell, so they clearly aren't worth it. Also, your ex, who you're still totally not over, counts as a loved one, so let them die. It makes things easier. Number 4, never be the first. Do not go exploring in rooms, attics, caves, hallways, or flats when you are the first one in the door. Send the least popular member of the group instead. No one will miss them if they get attacked, and even if they don't, it's amusing to attack them yourself and watch them cower in fear. Number 5. Bring a pet. I've bought my cats. If you don't have a pet, I suggest you go to the pet shop and steal one, looter style. You may need this pet to help you keep your sanity or sacrifice its life for you. I recommend something like a dog, a cat, or if you're good at genetic engineering, a velociraptor. Number 6. Don't trust people in uniform, unless they have defected from the system. Most of us thought the government were complete douchebags when the world hadn't turned to a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Let's be honest, no government wants the responsibility of taking care of groups of wandering survivors who probably gain the ability to kill people in 20 different ways using only their big toe. Steer clear, or if you're feeling really brave, overthrow them and set yourself up as supreme ruler of New Earth. Either one of those is good. And finally, number 7. Never barricade yourself in. It always seems like a good idea at the time, but 9 times out of 10, whatever you're trying to keep out gets in, and now you're trapped. Just don't do it, unless you plan on using Honest Jeff's completely safe barricades, now available for only $14.99 per unit. Honest Jeff does not guarantee the barricades will keep you safe. And that was Teatime with Matt's common sense advice on surviving the end of the world. In this situation, I'm not going to do the usual thing, because this is the best you got. The government's not giving us any information because they're useless as ever. So that's the best advice you got. So I'm not even going to do the gag about how don't follow this advice. Seriously, follow this advice. It's all you've got.